coverage in the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Lawrence going to put it up right away. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he's up to the 44-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, easy. Route.
Lawrence will throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
Hey, Lion.
Now Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. to throw here. Open man is Higgins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Jackson going to shift him around. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Williams will try again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Change it.
Third and goal, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he's able to get this. Closer to midfield across the 45. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And sometimes you have to serve as your own blitz control. And what I mean by that is there are going to be times when guys come free and are going to hit you when you're trying to throw the ball. He stood in there and took it and still completed it for a first down.
Well, yes, running back had vacated the area there, but able to complete it to him, still make a gain out of it.
I guess that's what we call a safety valve, and it worked pretty well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
23 yards, the final tally. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, It's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk from 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now Jackson. And this is caught by Williams. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Jackson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Jackson now. Finding Walker complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Report!
Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense. And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, the team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Now Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They go play action now. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Again, it's Lawrence. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jags are able to add on to that lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Here's Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Lawrence to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here comes third down and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Jackson. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Again, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Javonte Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker now for the extra point. And oh, it's blocked. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. So
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
With the score, Jaguars 35, Ravens 16.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Now Lawrence to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together, as that brings up another 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the 2nd half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Young. Past the 20. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Channing Tindall. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Go, go. Silver.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now it's Jackson. Finding Walker complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one goes for 36 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Jackson. Forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Trayvon Walker, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
4th down, here's Jackson. Going deep for Walker. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Jaguars will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All
right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they... And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Etienne. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, sometimes when you feel that your legs have taken you as far as you can go,
dive out.
yeah, you just go and elevate, right? And he tried to do exactly that, but he was met with pretty good resistance. No gain, correct?
No gain there. They're trying to dive over the left side of the field, but for nothing to show. And they'll indeed take a knee. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go. Hey, Jupiter. It's hot.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
13.
Play action. It's Jackson.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us 1 step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Straight ahead, ETN. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with ETN.
And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Well, fans usually love